Hello and welcome to the special edition of Community Update. I'm your host, Nicole Johnson. As we celebrate Black History Month throughout the month of February, we are showcasing some of our talented youth. As you can see in the studio today, we have quite a colorful setup, including myself. And that's because our guest on this episode is extremely talented in the way of art by drawing, sketching, painting, poetry, and creative writing. She is a natural gifted at this form of expression, and I'm super proud of her. Her name is Trinity Brown from East Preston, Nova Scotia. Welcome to the show, Trini.
Thank you.
And I call you Trinity. I hope you don't mind. Just my little nickname for you. Yeah, it's great to have you on the show. I can't wait to dive in to see and hear about your art and some of the projects that you're working on currently. But before we get into that, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I am very, very passionate about this. Like my whole life, I wake up thinking about it. The whole story, telling part of it, for the kids mostly.
Right.
For the kids, but not just like kids at heart.
Okay. You're
Like
a kid at
you,
you're a kid.
definitely.
Yeah. That's right. I am a
Definitely.
kid at heart.
Mhm.
So have you how old or how young, should I ask that question that way, were you when you started sketching?
Sketching.
Yeah.
Did
Did you start with sketching or was it poetry?
I started with just doodles.
Okay,
Doodly
doodles,
doodle.
right.
Like this
Yeah, me
one.
too. Yeah.
That's why I brought this one.
Can you want to pull that up so we can see?
Okay. Doodly
Yeah.
do. Yeah.
Right. I started off with stick people, but that's good.
Yeah. This was like elementary school sometime. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you this
Little
is your
bear.
beginning,
Yeah, a little bit.
right? And then you evolved into what we see behind us, and you'll get into all of that. But I just want to kind of let people know who you are. So what kind of art do you do?
Well, painting, drawing, writing, of course, and then poetry. Two different forms of it, actually. Like
Okay.
a happy expression and a very depressed side of the story.
Right.
Other than that, I do like music a lot,
Yes.
but I don't talk about that.
You
much.
don't talk.
I don't talk about that very much.
Okay. Well, that's probably something you can evolve into. So I appreciate that. So would you call what would you label your art? Like an expression, symbolism?
Yeah, definitely that.
Okay.
Symbolism and storytelling.
Storytelling. Yeah. And
And kind of like you have to decode it for yourself, but it's also plain
interpretive.
simple too.
Yeah.
And the faces are just simple as like just people. Like each one of these people is like he just loves like people, community. He's all about the people. We know Jimi Hendrix, just free soul.
Very talented.
Free,
Yeah.
just kind of free souls, and I don't just do them, just family people. I just feel like are just really like something about you, like
That you connect with.
yeah, like
No, that's good.
Yeah.
And everybody has their means of how they connect.
yeah.
I understand you also like being outside in the open outdoors.
I do climb trees and stuff.
Okay. George, okay. So what does being outside do for you? Do you lay in the grass and look at the stars and get inspired? Like, tell me, like, how
Just a
you...
breather.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it just kind of relaxes me right
Mhm.
down. Like, good time to pray. That's,
Right.
That's really mostly it. Good time to pray and just take a moment to just kind of just be at
Be in the
abyss-
moment.
Yeah, be at the abyss of nothing is what I
Right.
kind of call it. Like you're just
Be who you are.
and you're just out
So-
there and you can just breathe. You can just
I'm thinking there's a lot of discovery in those moments for you.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And learning about who you are as a person. Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely helps me conquer some of my fears too. Because a lot of weird things are in the woods.
No.
I'm serious.
Okay. Well,
Like,
stay
you'll hear things and you'll be like, do I run or do I stay?
Well, yes. And there's bears out there. So just be
there
careful
is.
with that.
I bring my doggy though.
Okay. So do you have other artists in your family? Like who else?
Rika
yes.
Star.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. Absolutely.
Shout out to Rika.
I
Yeah.
love her stuff. She's done a lot of stuff for some musicians, some artists as well. Like
she blows my mind.
I know. I've
She
seen
blows
some
my
of her
mind.
work.
She's so humble too. She's just been chilling too. Like I love Rika.
No, I like her very much. So that's because I was going to ask you, like, has that something that's been passed down in your family? But I guess in terms of being creative, okay. So maybe it starts with you. What is your thoughts, since we're talking about Black history throughout this month? What's your thoughts regarding Black history?
I have actually a lot to say about it. I feel like to simply remember something,
Yeah.
like change your life. So this month, just to take the time to remember, like it's like to be hopeful. Like look how far everything has evolved to. It's some situations, not still not looking pretty, but like we still have
We
hope,
still
like,
thrive.
and to have this whole month to just remember that, like
And celebrate it.
yeah, like we're still here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking at you and all you're doing is smiling. So it reminds me of the theme. I don't mean to make you blush, but a theme is, as you know, is our smiles, our joy, our resilience as African Nova Scotians.
Actually, I have a little poem. Can I share with you?
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, bring it out. Let's hear what it has to say.
This is it's definitely a poem just about oppression and just dreaming. It's called One Can Only Dream. An innocent victim, no escape of the pain. So bidden the feet below, far forbidden. Far seen was a man, the greatest sort of all. Hope one can only dream. Yeah, one can only dream.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Very nice.
I was actually inspired from Dr. King because
Yes.
he has this one little quote that inspired that little poem. It goes, "A lie cannot live," and that just reminded me, like, yeah, like hope is gonna live forever and ever, and like all the lies one day are just gonna
Speak your truth, right? Tell your story your way, right? Yeah. That's beautiful, Trinity. Thank you. So I know you have an artist name, or you did have an artist name. What is your signature name?
T. Vinny.
T. Vinny.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
these days it's kind of up in the air because I've just been. This is a phoenix. Actually, it kind of describes some of that. Like it's just kind of losing yourself all over again, and then finding yourself, and then losing yourself all over again. I don't really know anymore, but I kind of do.
Right. So it's a transition.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll wait to see how that happens, and perhaps you can come on the show and share more of that.
Yeah.
Okay. So I see this big piece behind you. Do you want to share a little bit about what this project is?
Okay. It's not done yet.
That's okay.
It's about connected. See.
Yeah.
How like everything's God's given is like divine plan and like purposeful for everything. So it's like you see how this in the middle, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like a snowflake.
Yep.
And then it goes up connected to this tree. This triangle being the Father, Son, Holy Spirit. This going all around. I'm not done, but it would kind of be like the sun rays.
Yes.
Son of God.
Yeah.
Love that man. Yeah, and at the bottom here you can't really see it. It's like these people kind of coming out of the roots was kind of remarkable, like we're all connected, like the roots. And then there's like the mountains that was just kind of representing like just like the Lord's people and stuff like that. And just people. We're not gonna just talk about that, but just people in general, like coming to the truth of things, like the truth. It's just everything kind of connects. It actually started with me just doing that, and then I was just like, I guess we can put shapes on it.
Yeah.
And then once it started doing things, I'm like, this is what I think I'll make it. But I still don't know what it's going to come out.
It's large and it's beautiful, and it's when it's all done, I can't wait to see it's done. So you have to see it when it's completed. But it has a great beginning for sure.
Thanks.
Yeah, absolutely.
There was actually words behind it when I first started.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember what they said.
That's okay.
They were like peaceful words to keep my mind clear, because sometimes when I paint,
my impression of this, even though the words are there, it's the foundation of something peaceful you're building upon. So I think it's wonderful. That's very nice. Very nicely done. So now in terms of, I don't know if I asked you this, all right, but you've done some work as a volunteer, right?
Yeah.
At the church. At the church?
Just face painting with the kids.
Right.
And just paint class at the rec, EP rec.
Right, with the Boys and Girls Club.
Boys and Girls Club,
yeah.
They're fun. They're fun.
They are fun.
They're fun.
Yes, they are fun. And so in terms of, like where you go from here, what plans, hopes do you have? Will you, because you're pretty much self-taught, right? And involved and stuff like that. The detail in your work is amazing. You're working on a project in collaboration with the McPhee Center, the youth group or whatever.
I am.
Yes. Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, painting some portraits of Egyptian kings and queens. And there's a play coming up too. Shut up, Nicole. It's going to be a music, like kind of like a little, what would we describe this?
Let's call it a stage performance. Yes.
Got a little musical exciting Egyptian adventure through time, I guess. Yeah. That's the way I've been thinking about it. Yeah, that's going to be fun.
So now, okay, that's good. I like that. And so I can't wait to see it, because what I've seen you do and what I've seen the other youth doing, it's amazing. And I can't speak enough about it, but I'm very happy that you said yes to this project. So
We do.
keep thriving, keep doing all that great stuff. And what would you say to those who are trying to, as thriving artists or struggling artists, what would you say as an encouragement?
Hope, definitely. Like, just don't give up. Do not give up. Like, and if you do give up, just pray while you do that. Because I can't just say don't give up for someone who actually has given up so many times. But like in those dark times, like there's always a tiny little bit to hold on to. Like for me, it's always been Christ Jesus. Like I give up, and the next thing you know, like there is some little reason, has nothing to do with me, and I'm just like laying there dead a little bit, and then the next thing you know, it's like something
I'm
happens.
alive.
Yeah, no, like people will say like things don't just come to you or knock on your door. That's a lie.
Yeah,
It's
you've
a
had
lie.
those experiences.
Yeah,
No, that's
it's
good.
it's a lie. Like
That's
let God help you on. That's what I could say to young people. Let God help you. That's all I can say.
I think that's a great encouragement.
Let God help you. Like, allow Him, because if you try to take up that space and do everything, He can't just. You gotta let Him. You actually. It's not like you're not giving up, but you're just giving Him. You're giving it to Him, kind of like that quote. What's the quote? There's so many quotes for it. I'll just give it to God. I don't know.
Let go, let God.
And just have that hope,
Yes.
but still don't give up.
Right,
Just don't give up.
absolutely. That's a great word of
Try very
encouragement.
hard.
Thank you. So as we near the end of the episode, I hope you will come back and share a little bit more, show some more, or bring on your finished project that you're
Yeah, I would
working
love
on.
to show that one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Actually, yeah.
And we'll probably capture you on the day of the event as well, by way of your volunteerism. But for those of you who have, the passion for art and painting and sketching and all those great expressive ways of, putting yourself out there, as Trinity says, don't give up. If it's a mistake, or if it's something, if it's just in your head, just keep doing it, right? Because it's a doodle, and then it becomes something even more, and then it becomes worth a lot of money as a talented. But in regards to our Black History Month here in the studio today, we just want to say thank you to Trinity for being so open and transparent and sharing with yourself, and all the best.
Thank you.
And that's our show, folks. Thank you to Trinity Brown. Tune in for our next episode in regards to Black History Month. We look forward to you. Get out, to be a part of your community, and stay tuned for the next community update.